ever, Riven," she'd say, her eyes wide with sincerity. Her belief was a small shield against the constant barrage of insults, a tiny anchor in the storm of my existence. The day it all changed started like any other. I was scavenging for parts near the old sewer grates when the screaming started. It was a high-pitched, terrified sound that cut through the usual slum noise. It was Alara. I dropped everything and ran, my heart hammering against my ribs. I skidded around a corner and saw it. A gutter fang, a monstrous echo beast that sometimes crawled up from the city's depths. It was all mangy black fur, glowing red eyes, and teeth like a row of rusty daggers. It had cornered Alara against a wall, its foul breath rustling her hair. Kale and his cronies were there, frozen in fear just a few yards away. Their tough guy axe had vanished. Kale's rock fist echo was flickering nervously, looking about as threatening as a pebble. "Do something!" Alara cried out, her little butterfly echo fluttering weakly around her. The gutter fang snarled, saliva dripping from its jaws, and lunged. There was no time to think. There was no plan. My body just moved. I grabbed a heavy iron pipe I'd found earlier and charged forward, screaming like a madman to draw its attention. The gutter fang was surprised. It spun around, its red eyes locking onto me. It was a lot bigger up close. I swung the pipe with all my might and managed to whack it across the snout. It yelped in pain and anger, but the pipe felt like a toothpick against its thick hide. It swiped at me with claws that could tear through metal, and I barely dodged, stumbling backward. "Run, Alara! Get out of here!" I yelled, planting my feet between her and the beast. I knew I was no match for it. A null against an echo beast? It was a suicide mission. The beast charged again, faster this time. I tried to bring the pipe up to block, but it was too quick. A massive claw slammed into my chest, sending me flying. I hit the stone wall with a sickening crack, and the world exploded in a starburst of pain. The pipe clattered from my numb fingers. I could feel warm blood soaking through my shirt, and my breath came in ragged, shallow gasps. The gutter fang loomed over me, its shadow falling across my face. This is it, I thought, my vision starting to fade to black. I'm going to die a null. As darkness closed in, something inside me broke. It wasn't a bone. It was a dam. A feeling I had never known surged through my veins, a roaring inferno of power that pushed back the cold grip of death. A brilliant silver light erupted from my chest, so bright it was blinding. It wasn't the warm glow of a normal soul crystal. This was fierce, ancient, and overwhelming. The light solidified, taking shape behind me. Two enormous feathered wings forged from pure silver light unfurled with a sound like tearing reality. They wrapped around me protectively. This was my soul echo. The gutterfang recoiled, hissing as if it had been burned. My echo, my astral, rose to its full, majestic height. It wasn't just wings. It was a towering, angelic figure of shimmering silver energy, its face serene but its eyes holding an ancient power that made the air itself tremble. Astrael raised a hand and a spear of pure light materialized. With a movement too fast to follow, it hurled the spear. The weapon pierced the gutterfang, which dissolved into nothing but dust and fading echoes. Silence fell over the alley. Kale and his friends stared, their mouths hanging open in disbelief and terror. High above, in the Soul Guard command center, every alarm shrieked at once. Technicians scrambled as their instruments went wild. "Sir, we have a massive echo surge in the lower districts," one shouted. "Off the charts! We've never seen anything like it!" The commander stared at the main screen, where a pulsating symbol he'd only ever seen in history texts now flashed red. It was an ancient, forbidden sigil. "By the Founders," he whispered, his face pale. "It can't be. That's a Class X threat. That's Astral. Seal the district. Alert all units. A primordial echo has returned." Back in the alley, the immense power that had filled me vanished as quickly as it had come. The magnificent silver wings flickered and faded, retreating back into my chest. The strength left my body, and the